Most people would kill for the time that I have available to be able to put into this project or my passion. My perception is that most people would kill for that time. Most people don't have any free time to be able to go after their passions. I have that time. And so if I'm not hitting these deadlines, I feel like I'm just flailing and I'm just never going to get there. But I think this uncomfortable feeling and this nervous energy, this low-level anxiety, after talking with my partner Felicia about it the other day, she helped me realize that that's that feeling of it's uncomfortable. It's something that you need to push through. With anything that's truly worth going after, even if it's your true passion and you absolutely love it, it's not going to be easy because it's change, it's something new, and it's going to test you, it's going to expose you. And if you really want it, you're going to have to push through those roadblocks, those barriers that you feel within yourself, and you just got to go after it. And I know that's the truth. I know I need to just push through it to be able to get there. But I also have to allow myself the freedom of mind to get there in my own time and forget about these dates that I've told people, and stop telling people that I want to release a video every week and I'm going to do it by this Sunday or next Sunday. I got to stop telling people that, because it's putting this pressure on me that is killing my creativity and my creative vibe to be able to produce the really good pieces of content. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at. It's Monday, and I'm still working on this video from last week, and that's okay. It's going to all come together. I know when I pull all my footage and all my pieces together into the edit room that it's going to come together, and I'm going to be able to tell the story that I wanted to tell, or it'll transform into something that I didn't even realize it could be. And I think that's pretty common with a lot of projects, particularly creative projects, that they don't always end up how you expected or how you envisioned them at the start. They go on this journey, this windy path, and they end up somewhere great usually. You've got to just let go of the expectation of what it could be and just let it unfold. And I guess I'm rambling a bit now, but that's what I'm realizing. And yeah. For some reason, the majority of people I've come across seem to have this unrealistic view of what it would be like to work from home. Like it would be the magic fix for why they don't enjoy the work that they do each day. A way out from being stuck in endless lines of traffic or stuck with smelly people on public transport. The sheer freedom and ability to pick your own hours, the flexibility to hit the gym whenever you like, take time out to watch Netflix in the middle of the day on the couch, in your jocks if you feel like it. Really, I guess the appeal of working from home is that you can do all of those things and so much more, whenever and however you see fit. But therein lies the biggest problem: the lack of structure to your day, the kind you would have in a common office workplace, for example, or out on site of a building project as a tradie with deadlines that need to be met. Yes, those deadlines can lead to all sorts of pressure-filled anxiety. In a lot of cases, that's also a very unhealthy environment that will eat people up long term. On the other end of the spectrum, though, is no deadlines, no structure to give you a framework to get the best out of yourself each and every day. I've lived with this very real challenge and many others working from home in business for myself for the past 10 years now. These challenges are ever present. I have some great days of productivity, and other days are a complete wash with very little or nothing getting done. Well, that was before I found something truly meaningful for me to do with my new endeavour of film. I caught up with one of my closest friends, Peter Polly, the other day for an extended conversation on this topic. He and I have been friends since high school, about 15 years ago now. He went on his own self-discovery journey 5 years ago, searching for something more. His job in a well-paid position in the construction industry with its grueling hours and workload just wasn't cutting it any longer.
And so back to the main point of the video, I guess, the things I initially struggled with when I didn't have any tools. Now I have a lot more sort of awareness of what's going on, but I would get into poor routines was a big one, and lack of motivation, lack of inspiration.
Why do you think that was? Do you think it's because you no longer had that boss on your back? Deadlines are out the window.
Where I had a bit of a shift was when one of my mentors said, you know, there are multiple areas of life. It's not just money, it's social, and you know, it's family, and it's physical, and there's 7 areas, major areas of life. And have you set an overarching goal for each of those areas? And have you then broken that goal down into 7 steps? And have you then broken those 7 steps into daily bite-sized actions that you can do at home every single day?
I know the answer for the majority of people is no.
No.
Hell no.
No, because goal setting is not huge. It's more like New Year's resolutions, which, by the way, in my opinion, are bullshit, because New Year's resolutions are things that you could have set any time to do, but you wait for New Year's because that's when you're most motivated, because everyone else sets these. And then most of the time, I'm not going to say every time, most of the time people stop doing those resolutions about a month or 2 into the new year because they're not aligned to anything.
This talk of setting goals that are actually aligned to something within you that speaks of a greater purpose, a why big enough that goes beyond yourself. Because if we don't have a fundamental reason of why it is we do what we do each day, I think we all know we flounder and feel a deep sense that there's something more out there for me, something far more useful I could be doing for the world. My goal is to produce one meaningful piece of content for my YouTube channel each and every week. It's a big adjustment for me, having worked for myself for so long and deadlines having no real harsh potential impacts like getting fired. Now I feel that pressure of accountability because I genuinely want to hit that goal and go even further beyond it. Sometimes I used to wish that I could imitate that threat of being fired to myself, so I would pull my finger out and crush the day with productivity. Now I finally feel like I'm doing something worthwhile, something greater than myself that can make a real impact. The thing you really need to ask yourself if you're seriously considering wanting to work from home or for yourself is why? Is it because you really want the flexibility that comes with it? Is that flexibility simply so you can do less of the work that you already despise? I can tell you firsthand, having money to buy toys but no real purpose is 100% not the answer. An important point to remember is, if you're not enjoying the work you do, if you can't list your reasons why you do what you do on a daily basis, and it has to be more than just about the money, then there's a very high chance the work you're doing does not align with who you are or who you want to be. And inevitably, it can only lead to dissatisfaction and that empty feeling within your soul. Everyone deserves to do something that lights them up every single day. But you have to go out there and find what that is. And you have to work hard at it. You may already know what your thing is and why you think it would be worth throwing yourself into. But you find yourself fearful and making excuses like, I don't have enough time, I have money pressures, social or family pressures to take the safe route. If your why is juicy enough, you'll make it happen. do you think of this cool lighting effect up there above my head? Pretty cool, huh? I didn't think this little spot in the house could look this good, but I'm pretty stoked with it. I'm still getting used to this camera and thinking that it's people on the other side of it. Like, this piece of equipment is people's eyes and they're looking at me, and I've got to talk to the camera like it's a person. We're just having a one-on-one conversation. And it's a little weird because I have my partner here on the couch in the same room as me while I'm filming. And she's got headphones in, but I don't know, I feel like she's listening. And she's scrolling on her phone right now. And she's on Instagram or Facebook. I don't think she can hear me. So she was chucking things at me earlier, but we'll forget about that. You'll see more of her in future videos.